A collision is an unfortunate event which will hopefully never happen to you. They result in more injuries and deaths than any other types of accidents for personal watercrafts. As an operator, put all the chances on your side. Behave in a manner to avoid collisions. In this chapter, we will provide you with information about collision avoidance.
Scan constantly for people, objects, and other watercraft. Be alert for conditions that limit your visibility or block your vision of others. Operate defensively at a safe speed and keep a safe distance away from people, objects, and other watercraft. Do not follow directly behind personal watercraft or other boats. Avoid sharp turns or other maneuvers that make it hard for others to avoid you or understand where you are going. Do not go near others to spray or splash them with water. Avoid areas with submerged objects or shallow water. Take early action to avoid collisions. Remember, personal watercraft and other boats do not have brakes. Do not release the throttle when trying to steer away from an object. You need throttle to steer. Ride within your limits and avoid aggressive maneuvers to reduce the risk of loss of control, ejection, and collision. This is a high-performance boat, not a toy. Sharp turns or jumping wakes or waves can increase the risk of back spinal injury, paralysis, facial injuries, and broken legs, ankles, and other bones. Do not jump wakes or waves. You may not see a boat or a person being towed behind it. Know and follow all local, state, province, and federal laws. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. It is your responsibility to get informed. Observe and obey all posted speed limit signs and other navigation markers. And finally, don't forget to use your judgment too.
A training course is a very good way to get you familiarized with all the rules of the road on water. For now, however, let's look at the right-of-way rules, which are probably the most important rules of navigation. In all situations, use common sense.
A more maneuverable boat should stay out of the way of less maneuverable crafts. Sailboats, windsurfers, canoes, and other manually powered boats have the right-of-way over personal watercraft because they're not as easy or as quick to maneuver. Then, when meeting head-on or traveling on the same path as another boat, neither boat has the right-of-way. Both should steer to the right. When crossing the path of another boat, the boat on the right has the right-of-way. The other boat steers clear, altering its course to the right and crossing behind the right-of-way boat. The yielding boat should do everything possible to avoid the crossing boat, including slowing, stopping, or reversing. If you're crossing the path of a boat coming from your left, you should keep the same path at the same speed and should change course only when trying to avoid collision. When trying to pass another boat from behind, stay far from the boat you're trying to pass. You can pass on either side as long as you stay well clear of the slower moving vessel.
However, in all situations, if a collision is imminent, you must take another course of action to try to avoid the collision. Try to let the other boater know what you're doing and make your move decisively. Remember, just because you know these rules doesn't mean other boaters are as well versed. Defensive driving is key to safe boating, so always give yourself time to react no matter what the situation.